Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today it's all about citrus. I'm going to get you updated on my lime trees, orange trees, lemon trees, and my newest addition to the collection, my key lime trees. So that's all coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. So the first tree we're going to tackle, this is a lime tree, not a key lime, a full lime. And you know, most of my citrus, not this one, actually now that I'm looking, most of my citrus are now in bloom, which you'll see as I go through them. So it was an odd year, you know, I had no fruit through summer, some decent growth. A lot of the leaves just went straight vertical on me. And I haven't had citrus long enough to know if that's normal. You know, I've had them about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, indoors and outdoors, mainly with fruit. So it's been an odd season. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through, cut out any dead stuff, and if there's, you know, a branch overlapping with another, I'm taking out branches in full today. I had done canopy prune in the spring. I don't know if I did it on a video or if it was just like one of those mornings, you know, like you're up 4 a.m., you don't feel like being in front of the camera, but you feel like working with your trees. So that might have happened. But I'm not looking to prune for ramification today, so I'm not going to like prune any branches back to like their first 2 buds. If I'm going to take a branch out, it's because I don't like it, and that's because I did not I haven't really trained these trees yet. If you saw an earlier video, I just got them and let them live. If I had transplanted them, I let them get in their new soil and grow. You know, a lot of them already had fruit on it, so I didn't want to prune because of that. I didn't want to, you know, prune a branch with a piece of fruit that was ripening. So anyways, this branch, it's a pretty cool branch, but it's running right into this one that's already established, and it's broken into 2. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to, take out the front of this one and let this guy be, and then just leave this by itself. You can see those 2. If you're used to one of my faster videos in time lapse, I apologize. Today I'm going to go through and discuss each branch cutting with you, and I have plenty of citrus trees, so this may be one of my longer videos. All right. Really, the growth went way vertical this year. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little group. This is kind of filling in towards the middle. I like that. It's actually split. 2 branches going different ways, so I'll let that fill in. We got one new one starting coming this way. I like the apex. So I guess it's just these 2 branches competing here and here. So since this one is closer to the apex here, I'm going to go ahead and take that out, and I'll let this branch grow in. All right, moving on. So, wow, the whole thing up front towards y'all, this whole thing is dead. I didn't realize that until just now. So let's go ahead. We'll get in there as close as possible. And take that out. Oh man, that was really dead. Let's see if I clean it up here. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, so the tree now is like, it's really thin side to side. It's got a nice canopy here, but then you go here, it's really thin. So that's what we're gonna have to pay attention to, that and try to bring some width out of the canopy now this coming year. So I'll definitely leave this guy Huh. Wow, that was crazy. I didn't realize that was dead. Okay. Alright, so I got a little branch here. And right now it's running into this branch, but I think that that one could possibly give us some depth on that side. If I let it come out, and then maybe with some directional pruning, leave some lower facing buds on each time I prune, I could probably get a branch coming out this way. On this side, I really don't have anything other than here and here. So I guess this one, nothing lower, so maybe we can get some back budding and get a branch to come out down low. Otherwise it's gonna, I guess, have that nice windswept asymmetry to this side. But all right, so these two here competing. I think that I like the lower branch coming up because the other branch is coming out of an inner node where this branch is coming out of, so I'll let this guy develop. And I'm going to cut this one out. And then over here, let's see. Yeah, we got one growing more vertically than another one, and lower than it, so we'll take that out. Right. Really, with all these branches growing so vertically, it's odd. Wonder if that's typical. What I'm going to try to input into this video are a few photos from the Boboli Gardens in Florence, Italy. Laura, Franny, and I went there this summer. Franny was performing in the Florence Dance Festival. And so while she was working hard in the studio, Laura and I were discovering new stuff. We went to the Boboli Gardens, Boboli, absolutely epic. And within there was tons of citrus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put in some of the pictures of that, because I'm growing larger citrus bonsai to mimic what I saw there in Florence. It was really insane, all in terracotta pots, which I know I'm starting out my video in just a plastic pot, but this is a beautiful lime tree, so I guess we'll get over it. So in Italy, they are like citrus in terracotta, and I was always wondering, like, okay, it must get too cold, must drop below 50 Fahrenheit on the regs in order for them to put them all in pots. Obviously, they have to move them and take them inside at some point. Otherwise, why would they be in pots? It was a really cool look. You get that really aged terracotta, you know, crumbling even, and then the awesome, I guess I would call it a striated trunk on the citrus. You know, there's always those nice fine lines. And then the bright green of the foliage, the beautiful, nice shaped leaves, shiny leaves, and then the pop of color, whether it was a lemon, an orange, or a lime or something. Just awesome. Okay, I think down here, this bottom one coming out outside the pot, I think I'm going to get rid of that guy. It's kind of an interesting branch, but it's getting away from the rest of the structure. I just don't think that the trunk is thick enough to have that much of a canopy yet. So I'm going to keep it within the pot. All right, coming up top. Yeah, definitely taking out the apex. There's a couple more branches here, one coming out of the base of it, and then one to the right of it. And they're both smaller, so that look nice. Yeah. I guess that changes the top to here. I'll be cool with that. And then this is a really full branch. Okay, so on the interior, I wouldn't mind it filling out a little bit. It wouldn't be cross branching. There is a branch up top and then a little one coming out of the base of it. You know, the branch up top, it's nice, but I don't know that it's in a direction that I would prefer over the other one. But then again, with the other one, would it end up being a branch that I remove because it's coming across the entire tree? So yeah, thinking for the future, I'm going to take out the little guy that would grow more back towards the middle. Even though I want it to fill in towards the outsides, I don't want to get into that whole, you know, it comes across the middle. Get into the cross branching, you know what I mean? Okay. Wow, these guys did well this year. They got really full. So here we have 3 branches growing out of nearly 4. There's one just to the left. So nearly 4 growing out of one little node. Alright, so I like this one. That's the one that's just to the left there. And then we gotta pick one of these 3. Alright, we'll take out the baby because it seems to just be following the trunk line, and that doesn't do anything for me. And we'll take out the one closest to the other one on the side, leaving that other one to grow. That's cool. And you know what I'm gonna do? I think it's important. So this is older growth here, but you see it's just got that little branch at the end, and there's really some nice branching coming all the way back here. So I'd like to shorten it up. Last year I didn't want to trim too much off, but now I think it's ready. So I'm actually going to take out that whole job there. Boom. Cool. Alright, so over here we got another one coming out low. We already talked about this section, but this makes it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to let this one grow out and let this one grow out. And I'm gonna take out that front. I just really think this tree has a lot of potential. So why not, right? Let's get it done right the first time. So you see what I'm seeing down here? Probably there were cobwebs or something. Spider webs on this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna let this branch grow out, but down here we have one growing right out of the base of the main branch towards another one. We'll take that out. I'm gonna let these go because they might be good branches. Yeah, all these lower ones. Good. That looks cool. Okay, so this is growing back into the branch, so I'll take that out. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to announce the tree and what species it is, and then I'll throw it in a time lapse for the pruning, because otherwise it would just be either a 10-part series or an hour long, and no one wants to sit through an hour of me talking. So stand by. Oh my gosh. That was an orange tree. I called it a lime tree the whole time, and it was actually an orange tree. So here is its mate. As you see, this is the only piece of fruit that remains on any of my citrus, but it's also in full bloom. There's beautiful, fragrant white flowers on all the citrus outside of that other orange tree, not lime tree, Jared Paul, jeez. So, I'm going to set this to a time lapse while I prune it, but looking here, this is an avocado plant. So I put a bunch of avocado seeds in all sorts of different pots, and I guess after 9 months or so, this guy just said, all right, I'm coming up. So that's going to be an interesting planting. So here comes the second of two orange trees time lapse. Thanks, y'all. Alright, so here we have one of two lemon trees. They were planted way too deeply in these awesome antique terracotta pots. And in the future, I plan on moving them upwards, but for now, I'm not going to mess with the root structure. I will try to get the best images possible and let y'all see me prune this. Only full branches, no pruning for ramification right now. Going into fall and winter, I'm just going to prune out branches that were left that I don't think I ever want to see again. And that's pretty much it. So here we go. Alright, y'all, so that's actually where I'm going to end it for today. I just have way too many citrus trees that I really want to take my time with, and I don't want this video to get out of hand long, so I'll do a part 2, and I won't have to do such a long intro, and I'll go through them all systematically the way I want to. I'm loving the way the lemon trees and the orange trees came out, so this is an actual lime tree, and that's what we'll get started with on part 2 of the citrus pruning for October 2019. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to join us for part 2 and see more from Jarhood Bonsai, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell. And I promise there's way more to come here, y'all. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a great day.